I've forgotten one thing, just check that nothing's you're gonna hurt your hands with, or around you, you're not gonna trip up, yeah? So just check that. Another thing I need you to do when you come into your stance, and even in your resting stance or eagle stance, I want you to tilt. I'm going to explain that eagle stance. I want you to tilt your hip underneath, all right? So that you feel like your tailbone, you're sinking, you're sitting down, all right, in a chair, and then you feel that your tailbone is sink to your heels. That's what I want you to feel. So what am I talking about? Eagle stance. So your ankles, your heels, touching, just touching, and then that means that your feet might have flared out a little bit like this, in this position. I don't know whether you can see, like this. Not too wide, because you don't want to, you want to feel that they haven't just gone this way, and this foot's gone that way, and this other foot's gone this way, and they're not connected. What you do want is that you want to feel the connection. All right. Sorry, I'm going to adjust this camera. I don't know how else. I can't go any further back because my sofa is pushed forward for work. Right, okay. So eagle stance, still sink. Your tailbone to your heels. Soften your knees. Abdominal breathing. Okay. As if the back, all right, your lower back especially, it's touching. If you imagine you can touch the back of a wall, all right, I've got that wall to think about, but it's a curved wall, so you're kind of sticking out that way, all right. So I don't want you to be this way, so I want you to stick out this way. Remember me saying to you, like Incredible Hulk, but I don't want you to tense, but as if you're Incredible Hulk, so that as if I'm punching you straight at you in the chest. So when I punch you, you're gonna hollow yourself. You're gonna, relax in. So that's how I want your back to be. Okay. And all the time, keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. That actually relaxes your face, believe it or not. Okay. And we're ready to go. So, all right. So abdominal breathing. Just let me remind you, when you breathe in, expands. When you breathe out, it does deflate. Okay, right. All right. So I just want you to just sink. So you're going to open your arms diagonally out, go into a circular movement, and just relax down and breathe out. So we're going to do 4 of these. Breathing in and sinking, and breathe out. That means you have 2 more to do. Don't worry so much about your arms, but I want to focus on just sinking, as if you can start feeling something in your hands now, as if you're touching something, and in again. You're still in your eagle stance or your resting stance, and breathe out. Okay, now I'd like you to step out in your parallel stance like we always do, if you have been doing my classes. So shoulder width apart, your feet shoulder width apart, same distance between them. I want you to soften, still find your tailbone towards your heels. Your knees shouldn't be buckled in, so as if you've got an elastic band around your knee, and it mustn't fall on the floor. So you have to keep it tight so it doesn't fall on the floor. And tilt, sinking down, find your tailbone towards your heel. And all I want you to do again, and focus on just sinking down, as if your arms are resting on a table, and breathe out. Again, for these, on the last time, we change and out. One more. Breathe out. So this time, I want you to leave your arms as if you have got a table in front of you, and you're just going to leave it here. Rest your arm on this table as if you've got a tabletop just in front of you, and you're resting. You're not holding your arms. I don't want you here though, all right? You've got those eggs, all right? So just rest as if you're sitting down. So you've got a table as if you're sitting down by a desk, and you're just resting your arm. And you can close your eyes if you want, and just focus on just sinking, sitting into your heels, as if I want you to start as if you can touch the back wall with your back, and just sit here for a little bit and just keep breathing and relax down and breathe out. So I'd like you to do that one more time, okay? So again, I want you to just focus on, arms coming up. So I need something to go down. I need you to have something going down, and that's you sinking. All right. So feel you're sinking. You're sitting into your hip flexors area, your groin area, and as if you can touch the back wall with your back, your lower back. So how are you going to balance yourself? All right. If your arms here, you're not. So your arms need to be here, just resting on the table. And breathe out. Okay, one more time. Again. But your heel, your tailbone is towards your heel. So I don't want you to stick your bum out, it's not that. But I want you to sink, and as if you can touch the back wall with your lower back. And you're resting your arms, you've got two, on the table. And breathe out. Okay. Both arms. You're dropping your elbow, alright? So it's not lift, alright? So you're dropping your elbow and sinking, because something's going up, something going down. I just want you to push back down and breathe out. All the time. Feel the connections between your hands, your left and your right hands. In. Breathe out. If you like, you can imagine that your hip is turning with your hands. Breathe out. So when I say hip, I don't mean there. I actually just talking about this particular area there, your groin, your hip flexors area. So breathe in. If you notice, my elbows is always dropped. Breathing out. Breathing in. So I'm not squeezing, alright? Because I want my back to be nice and open. And breathe out. Just one more. Breathing in. And out. Nice and easy. Big circle up just like before. I don't want you to bring your arms out here, because that's when you move your shoulder blades and you feel your back shrinking. You feel your back comes together. I want you to come into a prayer position and breathe out. So let's do that again. Breathing in. Prayer position. And breathe out. So no shoulders. Because I'm lifting, I'm going to sink in. Prayer position. Breathe out. I have rotated my wrist. Just one last one. I'm sinking because my arm's coming to the top. Prayer position and breathe out. Alright, still prayer position. I'm going to ask you to push above because this is coming up. I'm going to sink. Bring my tailbone to my heels and breathe out. Right, I'm not here. My elbows dropped. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. Just two more. So nice stretch. In, sinking, sitting my heels to my tailbone to my heels. Breathing out. Elbows dropped. Not squeezing though. Nice and relaxed. Relax your upper body so you sink. Push above. And breathe out. Alright, I'll focus on balance work. So this time I actually just wanted to do some balance work. So I'm lifting my arms above my head, but at the same time I'm going to push up, but I'm not pushing up with my arms. My arms are still quite a little relaxed. What I'm doing is I'm using my core to make myself that little bit taller. And breathe out. So again, so I am pushing up to the top. When you come up onto your toes, if you imagine that your connection is between, so if your knee is connected to your elbows, if your elbows coming down, that means you're coming down with it, okay? As if they connected. So steady, as if they're connected. So you're not doing both things separately. And out. So what I mean is you're not going to go and then come up. Yeah, so everything happens together. So one more time for me. Breathing in. Challenge your balancing muscles. Use your core and breathe out. Okay. Big circle up. Let me just adjust myself. Breathing in and out. Alright, so for a while, what I've been asking you to do, I've been asking you to come with me. Breathe out. So you circle one of your arms, yeah? So it's just your arms moving, you sink, you circle, you breathe out. So that's what we've been doing. What I want you to do this time, I want you to actually shift it weight. Then I want you to shift your weight back to this side. So what I'm wanting you to do is feel your arms are connected. So one moves, the other one moves in. So they are connected. So this arm follow this arm. So what I'm doing is, what I don't want you to do is, let me see. Oops, I can't even do it wrong. Sorry. So I don't want you to, so this one moves and this one, there's no connection between the hands. Imagine your hands are connected. So I'm going to try again. So the best way, the easiest way is, let's do this. Just one side first. So I'll shift it weight. Then I'll shift to the other side. It might look like to you that I've gone and pushed my arm back, but I have not. So what I'm doing is my arms are still stationary. I'm shifting weight so it allows my trunk to turn. So if you have been following my classes, all my videos on my YouTube, you will understand what I mean by shifting weight. So I'm shifting to so it should be your left. All the time I'm thinking that my hands are connected. So this hand moves over here. My right arm, it follows on. My left arm, it's moving across because I'm shifting weight. And again. So my arms really does not move. The movements are coming from my lower body, me shifting weight. So I go in, you can close your eyes, and out. You don't have to do this, but I am going to start turning my hands, because I'm going to imagine that everything is turning with this bigger circle that I'm turning. Alright, okay. I hope you follow that and breathe out. Right. I did say I'm going to play with the transfer of weight today. So in your parallel stance. So what I want you to do is you shift weight. Tell you what, let's try this way and see whether you can manage like this. Your beach ball in your arms, okay? Not down here, out here, because you want to be Incredible Hulk. Shift weight, half a stance. So you're going to step out, all right? Doesn't matter where you step out, but your weight should be in this leg at the moment. When you come to here, I need you to put the weight in your front leg, but not all of it. And then I want you to drop your elbow. Right, now put more on your front leg, and you should find that your arms travel a little bit further without you pushing it. I don't know whether you've seen that, but it doesn't mean I'm here, because if I'm here, all my weight's in my front leg. No, I've still left some in my back leg. Okay, beach ball again. Let's go the other way. Shifted weight, sitting in my back leg. Okay, I'm sinking. So I'm taking my tailbone to this leg. Sitting down this way. So I'm going to step out. I'm going to slowly, dropping my elbow. I'm transferring my weight to my front leg. Doesn't mean that I've got none in this back leg. I've got baggy pants on so you can't see, but my knees is actually bent. That means I'm still sinking into there. All right, so my tailbone stays with that leg, with that heel. Breathe out. Back in my parallel stance. So weight in this leg now. I do pivot my foot. Bring in, I'm still sitting in this leg. I'm back in my parallel stance. My beach ball again. So 50-50 weight distribution. I'm sinking into this leg. Tailbone, that foot. Beach ball. I'm going to step out so the weight is in this leg. Allows me to step out. I'm transferring weight from this leg at the same time, dropping my elbow because I'm transferring weight. So that means I've gone from here to there, that's all. But I didn't push my arms doesn't move whatsoever. My wrist did. So again, parallel stance. I'm shifting weight. Find your tailbone to your heel. Drop my elbow, transferring weight. Breathe out. I still left some, so my tailbone still has to find that. It's not all over here, yeah? So something goes over here, something has to go over there. Balancing your yin and your yang. Breathing in. So let's do this together. Breathe out. Important thing, I know I keep reminding you, tailbone to this heel still. The physical weight is in there. In. Physical weight in this leg at the moment. My physical weight is actually in my front leg. Okay? But I've left some. I'm still aware that I should be sinking in this heel down this way. And breathe out. So again, beach ball. Let's have one on each side. Sink. Transferring the weight. Breathe out. Dropping my elbows. Still sinking. Still finding my tailbone to that heel. While my physical weight is in this front leg. Breathing in. And breathe out. All right, back in the center. In. Breathe out. Right, one more little drill, still for your, so I need you to, so you're turning to your right, because it's my left, sinking weight. If you imagine then when you step out, you punch out. Just imagine you doing that. All right, okay. Then this arm here, now if you sink lower, you turn your body, what happens is, you should have your punch in front and this arm going to the side. And if you then turn back, you should be back in this position. Put your arm back. Return. So your punch and your foot, if you like, or your elbow and your knee still connected together, so they move back in together. All right, okay. The other side, so I'm not. Let's do that again. So you're going to be here. I'm just going to transfer my weight. I'm going to punch with this arm and this leg together. Okay. Bring your arm out. Right. So I haven't gone like this or like this with my arm. So I'm relaxed. I'm still dropped. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit. And then I can rotate. Now my punch in front, this arm's here, but I didn't move my arm, all right? So I don't want you to move your arm. I want you to sink and turn. I'm back in here. I'm going to hide this one behind my back. My elbows and my knee are connected, so they're going to come back together. All right, shall we try again? Breathe out. Find my arm, sink. I'm going to turn. They are connected. Coming back together. Okay. This side. Breathe out. My arm. Again. Arms doesn't move. Breathe out. So you can do all this together, but I'm taking them just slowly. Sink. You rotate with your trunk. You're actually also using your hip, because my knee and my arms are connected. That's why when they come back together. Okay, last time. Arms up, out. Rotate. Back in. All right. I don't know how you found that. And breathe out. Okay. Just to finish off, I'm going to come back in my ego stance. My heel touching. My feet are slightly in this position, but it doesn't mean that my feet are not connected, my toes. So if you imagine your big toes, your left toe and your big right toe are still connected to each other, and I just want you to come up with your arms. So we just start right back at the beginning and breathe out. Breathing in. If you can, again, don't worry about lifting your arms. I want you to drop tailbone to heels as if you're incredible hope, so your back, your lower back can touch the back wall. And breathing out and in and out. Okay. I want you to sit in this position. You can go back to parallel stand, that's easier. And close your eyes, find your tailbone to your heels. Make sure that your arms are not squished. Slightly, they relax, but slightly come forward. Feel the lower back is going towards the back wall. Keep your tongue at the top of your roof, the top of your mouth. And relax. Tuck your chin slightly under. If you can, close your arms, close your arms, close your eyes, close your eyes. And just stay here and relax. Okay. And just come back in for me. Breathe in and breathe out. And there we are. All right, okay. I hope you've enjoyed that. It's probably a little bit, thank you, Wendy. This is really good. I feel great. Doing this, it really helps me keep fit and stay active. Good, brilliant. Thank you, Nick. Well done. All the way from, I think, Australia. Excellent. So graceful. Thank you, Wendy. I don't know who wrote that, but thank you for those comments. I don't know how you found those. Okay. Thanks again, Wendy. I appreciate your energy and your inspiration. See you next time. Have a great week. You too, John. Thank you for coming on. I'll see you next week too. Well done. Can't remember where John's from. I'm sure from States. Right. Okay. Yeah. How did you find that? Were you I probably keep to that routine a little bit, so those end movements for a few weeks so you get used to it. Just getting used to sinking and moving from your trunk area with your hip. Okay, a lot of the movement is actually from the hip area. That's what I'm trying to get you to do, and your arms just relax and you don't need to move them. Anyway, thank you again for doing this with me, and it's Wendy from Tai Chi The Way of Life. So these videos will be uploaded onto YouTube, both on at Active Newcastle YouTube channel, and also mine. But mine, I tweak it a little bit, okay, before I upload it. So God bless and have a really, really good week, and thank you so much, and bye for now.